Hey guys, so I'm back after a really long time of not making videos, and I figured I would just give a quick update video in what's happened in the last few years. Let's see, I know that there was a couple people in my last videos that I've done asking where I've gone and what I've done, so I just thought I'd do this quick video and just update you guys. So I'll try to do it in chronological order and do whatever I can remember. So the last time I had made a video, I really was not in a good place in my life. It may not have looked like it, but that's just kind of how it goes. I was basically going through just a super hard time. I had really bad depression, and I was basically kind of isolating myself. At that time, since the last video I made, I'd recently lost my dog, and it was a really sudden and unexpected and sad and tragic and horrible death, and that really put me in a bad place, and it was really hard, and basically I just kind of didn't want to do anything anymore, and that's kind of why I stopped making videos and I kind of went MIA. After a while, I found a really amazing counselor, and I saw her weekly for about a year, and after that I saw her on and off, like pretty frequent still, for about a year after that. And she was amazing, and she really helped me see myself in a different way, view the world in a different way, process things, feel my feelings, and she really helped me to grieve in a healthy way. And so she has helped me immensely, and I really feel like I've come a long way since the last time I've made videos. So there was that, and let me see here. I went on vacations. I've gone to Mexico a few times. I have gone to LA. I went to Cuba, and I also went to Japan and Korea, and I traveled also kind of just around Canada. I went to Montreal. I went to different hot springs and stuff like that. So it's been really fun. Oh, I went vegan. I went vegan in November 2014, and it's because I watched a documentary on Netflix, and it's called Forks Over Knives, and it changed my life for the better. And right after I watched that, I was like, okay, no more. And then I also watched a documentary on Netflix called Cowspiracy. And the first one, Forks Over Knives, is more so about health, and the Cowspiracy is more so about the environmental impact that the animal agriculture has. And then after that, I watched Earthlings, and then that one I was like, okay, no way. And so that one was really hard to watch. I cried my eyes out, and that one was more so about how we use animals and animal cruelty and stuff like that. There is a new documentary out now called What the Hell. That one's on Netflix too, and that one is amazing. So if you haven't seen any of those, I highly recommend you watch What the Hell or Forks Over Knives first. It's really a life changer, and it's for the better, to be honest. And so that's happened. I also started school as a registered holistic nutritionist, so that's eventually what I will be. And I also did a course by T. Colin Campbell's nutrition studies called, it's basically for plant-based nutrition, and it's done through eCornell. So I finished that. I became a Christian as well, and actually was baptized for the first time earlier this year. So that was really special. My cousins from Vancouver, they came and drove down, and it was really sweet of them. They left at like 3 in the morning, my cousin and my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin's babies. And also, since the last time I uploaded videos, I adopted 2 doggies. So this one here is Olive, and then there's one down here, Daisy. I don't know if you can see her, but she's so comfy and lying down, so I'm just gonna leave her. They are both from California, and they're Chihuahua mixes. Daisy we got her first. She's just a sweetheart. They were both originally strays, and Daisy came from the Downey Animal Care Center. It's a high-kill shelter, and it's really sad actually. Most of the dogs that go in there actually get put down. It's because there's just such a huge amount of dogs that people aren't adopting, and they're getting more dogs in, so they have no choice but to put them down, which is really horrible and sad. And Daisy was actually less than an hour away from being euthanized, so it was really a blessing that there was a rescue called Chihuahuas of the Valley that came and pulled her and took her in. So yeah, it's a long story, but that's basically her story. And with Olive, we got her after Daisy because Daisy was just so sweet and so well behaved. We're like, let's just get another dog. So I was looking through the LA County shelter, and it kind of just shows you all the shelter dogs. And I saw her, and how can you resist her face? Huh? And so I just thought, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so much like Daisy, and they look like they're meant to be sisters, so let's just adopt her. So I contacted the rescue PB&Chi that we got Daisy from, because the Chihuahuas of the Valley gave Daisy to PB&Chi, and because they couldn't find her a home. So anyways, we got Daisy from PB&Chi. So I contacted PB&Chi, and I told them about Olive, and I was like, oh my gosh, she is so cute. I feel like we have to have her, and I feel like it's just meant to be. So Kelly from PB&Chi was like, don't worry. She's like, we will get her. We'll make this happen. So she got somebody in California, because she was at the Carson Animal Shelter, and she got somebody to pull her. She got somebody to drive her to Anaheim and take her to the vet there. And then when she got there, they found out that she had a really bad kennel cough, so they had to treat her for that, because they had to spay her before she got to us, but they had to treat her for the kennel cough first. So she went on medications for that, and then something happened, and then it turned into like a super bad cold. And then after that, there was something wrong with her ovaries, so they had to treat her for that. And so she was literally at the vet for about a month or a little longer, and this poor thing, she was in there for so long. And then finally, when she was better, they were able to spay her, and then they had somebody drive her from Anaheim to Washington, and then Kelly from PB&Chi and her husband, they drove Olive over here to us. So it's been a real journey, but we're so grateful and so blessed to have these two angels. And if you don't have a dog and you're thinking about getting a dog, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you adopt. There's just so many dogs that need homes, dogs of all sizes, dogs of all ages and temperaments. And you know, here in Canada, we don't really have that many dogs in shelters, to be honest. Like, really, there's not that many. But there are quite a few rescues in Canada that you could definitely try and find and adopt a dog through. And if you don't find any that way, then you know, you can always go onto the LA County site and take a look at all the dogs in the animal shelters, because the amount of dogs that they have is unreal, and 80% of the dogs get put down. It's insane. And the number one breed of dog that gets into the shelters is Chihuahua, and the second being pit bulls. So that's why the rescue that we got them from is called PB&Chi, because they want to help out the ones that are most overlooked and the ones that are the most in the shelters. So that's really honorable of them. So please adopt and don't shop. I can't really think of anything else that's happened. I hope that you guys are doing well. I thank you guys for watching this video if you have, and thanks for being here. Have a great day, guys. Bye.